What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be discussing the projects that we can most likely expect to release in 2023. We're going to be looking at stuff that I've discussed on the channel in the past year. I'll obviously have timestamps throughout the video if there's just one project specifically that you want to look at. This is also the first video of the year, so I hope you guys enjoy. And with all this being said, let's get started. Starting off with The Party Never Ends. This is an album that we can most likely expect to be releasing in 2023. We know that Max Lord and Lil Bibby are working on the track list and getting music cleared for the album. We've already got both the lead singles to the project released. All we're waiting on at this point is maybe one more single, and I feel like after that we're about to get this album. It could definitely release, I would say, anytime from late February to March or April, but I could also see it being a summer release. We know that the album is going to consist of snippets, songs that the community considers grails. I'm assuming it'll also have some leaks on it that hopefully deserve to be released. This will also be the third posthumous album that we're getting from Grade A. I don't know how many more we should really expect. Will this be the last one? I do think there's a chance of that. Moving on, we're also expecting to be getting Pink Tape from Lil Uzi this year. Uzi hasn't dropped a solo album since the start of 2020 with Eternal Atake. Pink Tape will most likely feature Just Wanna Rock as the lead single, and as of the newest information we have, it seems like it might be coming out around February, just based off promotion we've seen, and maybe because they're trying to boost the sales to the project with doing some merch bundles that are still allowed. On top of that, Uzi's going on a headlining tour supposedly in March, so it would make sense to drop the album right before and use that tour to help promote the album. Based on snippets and stuff, this will definitely be a lot different of an Uzi project, something that I think his fans and myself are really going to enjoy. I was a fan of Eternal Atake, but it wasn't a project that really has me still going back and listening to. I think that's what a lot of people think about that project. Either way, Pink Tape already has a certified hit for the lead single, and I'm really excited to hear what's going to be on that. Along with Uzi dropping Pink Tape possibly, we also might be getting Cardi's album Music. The album name could be something totally different, but that's obviously what we kind of know it as. Cardi has came back to social media by just tweeting, posting on Instagram, giving us maybe an artwork. He's been posting screenshots of audio files. His producers have been saying that there might be a Lil Wayne collab in the works. They're saying that the new album is a whole new sound and that it's sounding really good. There's a lot to keep an eye out for with Cardi. It does seem like they are gonna release, but you can never be too sure because obviously, based on his track record, we've been through this a few different times. Take all the news that you see for that with a grain of salt, but I do think we will get something at some point this year. Now, getting into Trippie Redd, we have two projects that we know are confirmed to be dropping this year. A Love Letter to You 5 is the more obvious one. That's probably what most people are waiting for. Well, I should say that, but then again, there doesn't seem to be a lot of hype for that album. I'm personally excited for it. It's definitely not one of my top albums that I'm waiting for, but I do want to hear the album. It's supposed to be the conclusion to the series that he's been doing since 2017. We allegedly have all the singles to the album already, and we're just waiting on the release date. It's definitely going to be coming earlier this year. It's going to be releasing before the second project, which is this album called MM. A lot of people think it's going to be Mansion Music, and just to clear this up, I know that that's a snippet that Trippie was working on, but it would make sense that that's the name of another album as well, especially if the next album's going to have more of the rage beats or the hyper pop influence on it. I think Mansion Music would be a really cool album name. It fits that same theme as Trip at Night in my opinion, and this is probably the album that I'm a little bit more hyped for than A Love Letter to You 5, just because the singles Trippie's dropped so far haven't really done anything for me. I don't think they're bad by any means, but as for building my hype to the album, they didn't really do that. Although I did really like Trip at Night when that released. I don't go back to listen to it too much, but I do have a lot of hope for whatever this MM album is gonna be. We also are expecting an album from the Kid Laroi. Obviously, he said in a song that he was gonna be dropping his debut album in 2022. He was even saying that he was gonna drop it in summer and probably use the tour that he was doing, the End of the World tour, to promote it. I know that that didn't end up happening. I think we all know that, considering we've spent the last 6 months just talking about the album. But Laroi has been teasing the track list and just album stuff lately, and and it does seem like he is probably almost finished with side A, because he's going to be dropping 2 different parts of the album, side A and then side B. Both are supposed to have 10 tracks. The first half is going to have a few snippets like Love Again, Hopefully, What Just Happened, and the Juice tribute. But this is Leroy's debut album. The F Love series were all just mixtapes, something that Leroy put together with Grade A. This is his first album where he's out on his own, making a theme, making all the music, so I'm really excited to see what Leroy has to do with it. The last project I'm going to be talking about in this video is Travis Scott's Utopia. We found out in an interview through some magazine that we're allegedly going to be getting Utopia in 2023. Is this true? I don't know, but it has been literally years since Astroworld, so I would not be surprised if this is the year that we do get Utopia. It was kind of seeming like we were going to get it last year, and I mean, even 2021, before everything happened with that controversy, it kind of seemed like maybe we were about to get it then also. I have no doubt that this album is still on the way and that it's almost done if it's not done. Travis seems like he would probably drop it more during the summertime because obviously he's going to be doing big shows with the album, all of that. That release is probably going to feel like a movie in itself, and I'm really excited to see just the features that are on there, what Travis is going to do, because like I've said, since his last solo project, it has been years. With this being said, there's other artists on the channel that I do talk about, like Ian, that are going to be dropping something this year as well. We just don't really have any information on release dates for that to dive into, but let me know out of these albums which one you guys are the most excited for. If you're new to the channel, make sure to drop a sub because I drop daily videos updating you guys on all the news for these projects. On top of that, I'm going to be switching it up this year and doing more vlogs. I'm going to be going to more festivals, and I'm going to be doing more videos like this just to try and switch it up a bit. With that being said, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.